Hello, friends, and welcome back to Autokraze. Ford had explored the compact SUV segment by bringing in the EcoSport, but it was time for some refreshment as Hyundai upped the bar with the Creta. Hence, the all new EcoSport 2017. Or is it? Let's find out. While from the front the changes are quite evident, yet Ford has given minimal changes to the overall design. The EcoSport now gets 205 by 50 R17 titanium alloys. They look slightly different than the model it replaces. Strangely, there is no request sensor in the door handles, but more on that later. When viewed from the side, no one would be able to differentiate between the old and the new EcoSport. The rear end of the EcoSport is totally untouched and is the same as of the model it replaces. When viewed from the rear, I bet even Ford themselves wouldn't be able to differentiate between the old and the new EcoSport. This is the top-end titanium model with TDCI badging resembling that it is powered by a diesel engine. The EcoSport is available in an automatic trim but only on the petrol variant and not on the diesel. It's a big miss by Ford as people are now more inclined towards buying automatic cars and diesel engine being the hot favorite amongst many. Even the Hyundai Creta is available in an automatic version. Looks wise, the changes are only limited to the front. We now get a double barrel headlamp rather than the single barrel unit on the previous model. The low beam gets a projector headlamp, whereas the high beam gets a halogen headlamp. The daytime running lamps has been shortened and goes only halfway rather than the full length on the previous model. The low beam does a very good job of illuminating the road. The fog lamp is totally new and houses the indicator lights, which was previously positioned on the headlamps. The grille is totally new and it gives the EcoSport an aggressive stance. We get integrated indicator function in the ORVMs. The parking sensors are located in the bumper and the bumper itself has a black cladding to prevent scratches to painted surfaces. A look at the 1.5-liter diesel engine, it generates a healthy 100 PS of power and 205 Nm of torque with a claim mileage of 23 kmpl. Just have the smart key with you and pull the door handles. The EcoSport does not have request sensors on the door handles. We need to depress the clutch and push the start-stop button to start the vehicle. The push start button was very awkwardly located. All the alarms and notifications of the EcoSport is located in the center of the MID. The MID shows all the data which is required, like average fuel consumption, tire pressure of all the 4 tires. Yes, the EcoSport gets a tire pressure monitoring system. Speedometer, instant fuel consumption, distance to empty and normal trips. The cluster unit looks quite classy and it is backlit. There will be less glare when driving under the sun. The steering wheel gets controls like cruise control, music system and other MID controls. That is the headlamp on, off and angle adjustment controls. Looks quite cool and funky. The driver door pad gets the usual power window switches with driver's side auto up and down feature. It gets electronically foldable and adjustable ORVMs as well. The door lock and unlock button is located beside the door handle. Now, the highlight of this car is the all-new 8-inch touchscreen music system. It houses the direction in which you are headed. The controls are very user-friendly. The sound quality of this music system is simply superb. The AC vents are located right below the music system. It gets a single zone automatic climate control unit. The fan speed controls are towards the left while the temperature controls are towards the right. The EcoSport gets two USB charging points, a very nifty feature. The traction control system switch is located below the AC unit and it can be turned on and off, a very important feature. The gear knob is finished in glossy black. It also gets a 12-volt charging point in the front. Space for storage is plenty in the EcoSport. You can even store items in the center armrest unit, but it has limited space in itself. The dashboard has a nice glossy touch in places and there is a nifty space to store slips and parking tickets right above the glove box. The glove box is illuminated and it has a decent amount of space to store items in it. We can completely shut down the center AC vents, but not the vents on either sides. The rear seat gets a center armrest with two cup holders. The top-end titanium variant gets premium leather seat covers. The rear parking pilot can be turned on and off. The display for the reverse camera as well as parking sensors is integrated in the music system itself. The microphone for the hands-free calling system is located in the sunglass holder. It gets two switch type cabin lights. The sunglass holder is in glossy finish. Notice how the front armrest is eating out leg space for the rear passenger. A third passenger in the rear bench is definitely not welcome. The seats in itself are quite big and offer good under-thigh support. The EcoSport gets a tremendous boot space of 352 liters. The rear seats can be split in the ratio of 60:40 and this further liberates the boot space to a massive 1178 liters. Transporting big and bulky items in the EcoSport is not an issue.
So friends, I'm sitting in the EcoSport now and as of now I'm going to take her for a ride. So let's see how she performs. The gearbox is very nice, it's slick and smooth and the steering is quite meaty and good to hold. And the pickup is simply awesome. It's like a rocket, I tell you. And the steering feedback is quite nice. It's quite precise. And the seating position itself is quite high to my liking. The clutch is very light, which is not typically found in a diesel. And the cabin insulation is also very nice. The cabin is quite silent. So as you can see, the gear shift is very smooth. Very smooth, and this is a 5-speed manual transmission, the top end titanium variant. And now as you can see, the steering feedback is very nice. Like if I turn it, I get to know exactly where the wheels are going to. Something which is not found in today's cars and something which Ford is very well known for, the steering input. So let's take the braking. Brakes have a superb bite and it brings you to a halt in no time. This has ABS coupled with EBD. Now let's see whether this car suffers from turbo lag. So right now I'll slot the car in the second gear and I'll try to move it from a standstill. So right now the car is at standstill and I'm slotted in second gear. So I'll try to move the vehicle and it goes quite smoothly. So literally I tell you that there is no turbo lag. Turbo kicks in exactly at 1900 RPM and goes all the way up to 4000. Although the engine sounds a little throaty after you reach 3000 RPM, but before that the engine is quite silent. And the steering is, I tell you, it's superb. It's very good to hold. It is leather wrapped and the view is very nice. I can see the view quite clearly. I can see the oncoming traffic, and the pillars are very thin, and so I can see this side very clearly. So the driver's visibility is 10 on 10, and the AC is very nice. It's quite capable of cooling. It's a single zone AC. So let's see how well she performs under bad roads, and if the suspension makes any noise, or like how's the input from the suspension, or how soft or how stiff the suspension really is. So we are on the bad road now, and the car is doing very well. No sound from the suspension, it's quite quiet, and well, I'm not moving here and there, a good thing. Although you can hear a small thud, but that's quite evident. That comes from almost all the vehicles, right? So the road is very bad, as you can see, but the EcoSport is managing very well, transmitting very less bumps to the driver, which is good in every way.
One of the main reasons many people are going to buy the EcoSport is due to its ability to drive over bad roads. And I found a stretch with no road at all. And surprisingly, the EcoSport didn't scrape its belly. Ford has done an excellent job in this department. This top-end Titanium Plus variant has all the bells and whistles and cost you 10,63,000 ex-showroom for the diesel. So friends, I hope you like my video. If you like my video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll come up with some more and cool videos. Until then, bye bye.